less wonky. There you go. That's better. All right, so we're going to make pretty pentagonal pockets. Peter Piper picked a pecker, pickled pepper. Where's the pecker? Pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked. Pretty pentagonal pockets. Got it now. Right, okay, let me move my wire out of the way because I'll end up cutting it off otherwise. So basically it's these. So things are a little pentagonal pocket. Okay, very easy to make, very simple, and they just have like, you know, you can just have a few taggy things sat in there, and they're just like a nice addition, something different, something a bit, you know, off the cuff. I'll get rid of that £2 thing. I don't know why that's just hanging out around there. So what will you need? You will need square pieces of paper. Okay, so hopefully, I didn't measure these, but hopefully these are square. Let's try measuring it on here. What have we got? 8 by 8. Yes, so these are 8 by 8. This was 12 by 12, but it had a real rough edge on it, so I cut it down and it should be 11.5 by 11.5, which it is. Okay, so this size was made by a 6 by 6. So what I'll do is I'll make it out of a large piece of card so you can see first. Well, large piece of paper first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so what do you need? Okay, so what you need to do is you'll need to fold it. You'll need to fold it diagonally, corner to corner. Okay, like that. I've just realised I've got a big blob in the middle of my glasses, which doesn't help. Okay, gone. Blob has gone. Okay, so once we've done that, what we need to do is we need to fold this first part down. Okay, so we're going to fold this down. I'm going to fold it kind of so that it's like in the middle somewhere. Yeah. Like that, and then just fold it back up again. And what you're using then is you're using that line to fold against. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this corner and fold it up and fold it in, so it kind of overlaps. So you're going kind of like 3/4 of the way, maybe 2/3 of the way across in that direction, and put a score line in there, and then coming across with this. It's like doing a nappy. So putting that on there like that, doing the same on this side, and again putting a score on there. And Dave, you could do with having your score tool, which jury's out as to where that might be. There is an auxiliary one over on Brian's side, so just putting a score line in there and a score line in there, and as you can see, there it is. You've done it. You've made it. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. Okay, so like I said, it's really easy to make. There isn't anything like complex about it. You can have it folded so it's like that way round. Yeah. If you've got double-sided paper or card, then obviously that will show you a different thing. This one's a bit dirty, which I didn't realise until now. So you can fold it like that, or you can fold it like that. Entirely up to you. So obviously, if you want to fold it the other way, you'll see. Let's do it. Just fold these back on themselves. So like that. Just turning all the folds on themselves, and you'll get a slightly different look because you're always going to see the other side of the paper. So, see what I mean? So you can either have it so that you have more of the detail down here, or you can have more of the detail in here, whichever you prefer. So again, we'll just do that again. Okay, so folding corner to corner. If you've got a definite way up, so a direction of your paper, so this is this way up, okay, obviously if you're tilting it on a diagonal, it'll change it slightly, but like you just need to be aware of that, because if that's the bit you're going to see, you don't want them, your birds to be upside down. So folding across, making a nice crease. And like, you don't have to be really firm about the crease. It's just there to give you, I like it, a nice neat crease. Hospital corners, that's what I like. Okay, fold that in. And then we're going to fold these up to that line. So where this corner meets that fold, that's where you need to go to. Like that. And where this corner meets that fold to there. And again, just folding it, just creasing it. And fold that down. There we go. So, like I say, you can have it the other way around, so you could have it so that these are more visible. I mean, it's completely up to you. I will just say, it doesn't always look perfectly symmetrical. So, like, if you look at this square, this isn't a square or a diamond. But it looks fine like that. Okay, so, and all you need to do is then you glue them down and you put things in them. So this is the one I'm going to actually use. Now I want to decide which way round I want it. Okay, so I think I want to do it like that. Which way up is this paper? I would say leaves grow up, wouldn't you? So if we do it like that, flip it over. And then, so fold it down. If you want to make sure that you get the middle, then that's entirely up to you. What I would do is fold it the other way, but don't like completely fold it. Just fold it on the corners so you can find the middle. And then when you come to doing what am I doing, Dave? Hold it over. Then when you come to doing this, you can kind of find your middle better. That didn't really make much sense, but it kind of did to me, and then it didn't. So anyway, never mind. No, that's not straight. That is. Brain isn't with it today, honestly. I was toying with cancelling today. Because I've started to feel really down on myself, and that's never very good. Although normally I can kind of just carry on with the video, which is what I'm doing today, but still don't feel great inside my head. So there we go. So that's how it kind of looks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate these now. So like I say, it's not the the most exciting pocket in the world, but it's simple. So keep it simple, stupid. So yeah, like I say, I can have it that way around if you prefer. The thing that would annoy me with that is that diamond isn't perfect, so I'm a bit bit OCD on things like that. Sorry, I've just bitten my tongue as well. That didn't help, did it? Okay, so what I'm going to do, what are you doing, Dave? Let's decorate this one first. So I think this one is going to be one that I'm going to put in my Janeyb journal. And what I'll do is I'll glue these bits down. You can tell my brain's not functioning because I've folded and unfolded the same thing several times. So remember, don't put too much glue on. You don't want it saturated. Okay, folding that bit down, and then fold this bit down. I mean, if you're going to be more, I was going to say more perfect, but perfect, you don't know. You're either perfect or you're not perfect. So if you're going to be perfect about folding, you will get a definite diamond there, but clearly not perfect. So sorry, just putting some glue on this bit here. I mean, you can leave it so that you've got some tuck bits here. Yeah, so you've got somewhere to tuck things. But, you know, I'm gluing mine down today. Okay, so what I'll do is now, because I don't like the white bit, what I'll do is I'll decorate it so that I kind of cover the white bit up. So I think I might use a bit of book page on it. So anyway, I hope everybody's good today. It's Sunday the 11th, I believe, of April. We are getting to that point in the UK where tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, that lockdown is released, so we can all be free again. Like all of the shops are opening. I think all the shops are opening. Don't quote me, please, because like I'm definitely not up on the knowings of what's happening in the world. So let's just see if I can tear that slightly diagonally. In fact, I don't actually know what is happening. I know the 12th of April is a significant date because things can open. Don't know what those things are. I believe it's shops. I'm not sure whether it's restaurants and things. But, you know, if you know, let me know. So, let's get some ink. And the reason why it looks wet, by the way, is because I've refreshed it. I bought some of this refresher ink, this Tim Holtz refresher mist, or whatever it's called. And I've got to say, it has worked. I've not replaced my distress inks. I've had them for many, many years now. And it's kind of just, like it says, refreshed the ink, so it kind of makes it a bit juicier than it was. Sorry, the reason why I've done that is just so that I don't get a big ink mark across that pack line. Until you do that, and then you do get a big ink mark. But anyway, I'm going to be covering the front bit up, so it doesn't matter too much about that bit. Bend it back a bit so that it goes flat again. Have a bit of this green paper as well. So yeah, so I like I say, I believe things are opening up. Not sure what and where. I think hairdressers are allowed to reopen, which I know that lots of you need. I am not one of those people that needs that. Alas, I do not have hair, so I toy with the idea of like, I really love to have. I mean, like, I wouldn't go and have implants. That's something I definitely wouldn't do. But I do toy with like, would I really like to have hair? You know, I used to love having hair, but I didn't like doing it. You know, an extra 20 minutes in the morning to get ready because you've got to, you know, do your hair. And you know, when I had hair, I used to like it to look nice, so I could never go out with it looking like, you know, a badger slept in it. So so it was always an extra bit of time that I didn't need. And when I finally decided, I mean, like, you know, I started to get a bald patch at the back of my head for many, many years before I decided, right, that's it, can't be bothered now. So, and then I shaved it all off, and I just remember enjoying the fact that I could just get up and go to work, and, you know, well, obviously not just get up and go to work, but get up and like get ready and not have to style my hair and put 6 ton of something on it in order to get it to stay the way I wanted it to. So, but yeah, those days of styling my hair have definitely gone. Now the only thing I have to worry about is how short do I want to have the remaining of my hair? Do I want to go? I usually go for a 0, or, you know, or do I want to have a little bit of a fuzz and go for a number 1? So that's as complicated as my life gets. So, well, you knew this was coming in, didn't you? So this is my favourite, as you are all well aware. I might just tear that off like that. Maybe stick it on there. I might put it on last. I was thinking about putting this on here, or I might have it on a tag in there, because I think it kind of goes tonally. It goes with this paper. I was thinking before I came on air, but I was also thinking about loads of other things as well, putting myself under too much pressure. I think that's what it is. So, yeah, I've been feeling quite lonely today. I'm just not in a great place from my mental health wise. I slept okay. I didn't sleep brilliantly. I didn't get to sleep until late, so I guess that doesn't help. I am hydrated though, so I know that can really affect how I feel. That's weird, isn't it? Like, just being dehydrated can make me feel really like ill at ease with myself, basically. Let's get some paper from over here. Dis-ease rather than disease. So, do I have a piece of this already? So basically just collaging now, so just kind of trying to piece it together, kind of see how I want it. Give it a bit of a fold, not too much, just so I can see it's there, so I can tear along that line. Doesn't matter if it's not on that line. And this paper's got a white core to it, so whenever you tear it, you can see the white core, so I like to just ink on the edge just to kind of get rid of that white core. Core? It's got a core. Core blimey. Yeah, so maybe have that there. I should really be using my stick glue, but never mind. Not sure where it is. It's off camera somewhere. There we go. So, and I haven't eaten very much today. I don't think that's helped. Normally I have breakfast in the morning, which I always start the day on breakfast. I never used to. It used to make me feel a bit sick. It still makes me feel a little bit queasy sometimes, but I think it's better to have it than not to. So, I try to always start the day on breakfast, but today I didn't. I mean, like today, let's face it, I didn't get up till later. I didn't go to bed till late, so I didn't get to sleep until about 3:30. So I didn't get up until 10:30. By the time I got up, I thought, well, there's not much point me like making anything now, is there? So it'll be dinner time. But of course, then I forgot I was doing a live, and there is no such thing as dinner time when you're doing a live. Your live is on hold. Forget it. I just found another one that I made. Just looking for something to stick on here. Don't know why I'm singing. It's not really very good singing, but I'm singing. This is a bit of like sticky fabric. Maybe a bit of that. Is it? Doesn't really go, does it? No, it doesn't really go. Bit of this. I might stick a bit of that there, but I need something underneath it. So let's find another piece of paper. Maybe a piece of pink paper. Yeah, I quite like that. I'll stick that. Hopefully that's not stuck down. Let's get my knife. Just to pull that. I've just stuck it down. I know I've just stuck it down, but I was being too hasty. So I basically want just something to kind of go there. That should do. Oh, no, wrong glue. Nope, just thrown something off the. Oh, I haven't inked the edges. Oh dear, Dave, get a grip. So you know what's playing on my mind. Do you want to know what's playing on my mind? You probably don't want to know, but I'll tell you anyway. So, because I can't see your comments, what's playing on my mind is the world is going back to normal. Okay, well, at least not completely normal, but as normal as we can make it. And actually, I don't want it to, because I'm a bit worried that those people that were talking to me because lockdown had started won't talk to me, because they'll move back to having their lives like they were, and then they, my life has been improved because of lockdown, because I don't socialise very well, and it's given me an opportunity to get to know people and have a bit of a life like other people kind of took for granted. So, and that's kind of just playing on my mind, really. That's what it is. That I'm feeling a bit like, I'm going to be left behind. But anyway, kind of like confessing all of my fears to you. But that's what I do these for, is to help I was gonna tear it, but like that isn't going to happen. Yeah, because I'm one of the reasons is because I don't. No, Dave, you're just gonna have to cut it, because like I can't tear a telephone book in half either. So, yeah, and the reason that I think like that, I guess, is because I don't really know what I've got to offer. So there's a tiny bit of white on there, and it just needs a bit of ink on it in order to blend in when I put this on. That might go on there. It's looking very lopsided, like there is a lot over here, so I might stick something on there. Yeah, let's put that on there. So I'm going to use a different glue for that. I'm going to use the 3-in-1 Fabri-Tac glue. Might just dull this down a bit. Get rid of some of that off it. Make it look a bit more aged. Like, it looks just a bit new at the minute. So make it look a bit less new. A bit grubby. Oh yeah, that's better. So you can see how it's changed colour from the front to the back. So I guess that's really what's playing on my mind. So, but we'll see. I'm going to try and be more social. The thing is, I have to be invited somewhere to be social. I wouldn't just turn up. So, and it has to be a real invite. Like I'm no good with these informal invites. Like, come if you feel like it, because that doesn't say anything. People have to say, come. You are coming on, or people invite me to their house. Yeah, feel like it, drop in. That doesn't mean anything to me. That basically means don't. So, which is probably what it is actually broadcast as. Don't. We feel like we have to say it, but we don't want you to. Don't want you to come. That's what it is about, like, whole everything. I don't understand the nuances of communication, of like of socializing. So, but there's a lot of autistic people that don't. It's not only me. I'm definitely going for the yellow flowers on this, aren't I? No, too big. What's in here? That's probably more the right size, but no. No, it's just a no situation. Well, there's some smaller washi stickers here. What are these like? Let's get a few out and have a look. So I prefer the washi stickers because they're matte in colour. I quite like that one. I know it's not yellow, but I quite like it. Oh, there's a bird. I could have a bird on it, couldn't I? Oh, it's a bird eating the berries. Maybe I should have a bird. Oh, I don't know. That's the problem when you're not able to make decisions. Oh, well, there's another bird here. Oh, there's another two birds. There's a yellow bird. Isn't there a song about that? Yellow bird, high up in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Has your lady friend left the nest again? Anyway, shut up. Shut up, Dave. Yeah, it's alright. You don't have to tell me. I'm telling myself. Shut up, Dave. So, I don't know. I quite like that yellow bird. I don't know whether it's kind of like filling the whole area as much as the other bird. Maybe the other bird was better. As you see, this is when you can definitely tell my brain isn't functioning properly because I'm doubting myself. No, not a butterfly. I've never been a fan of. I like butterflies as butterflies, but I'm not a fan of them in craft. So. Maybe that bird needs something else. Maybe the bird needs... Oh dear, just do something, Dave. 3 hours of trying to choose a bird. Right, get rid of that. We're not having that either. Where did this go? Back in here somewhere. Back here. Somewhere up here. Oh, there. There, it'll do there. Go in the pocket. Right, okay. So, I think maybe there, and I don't know, maybe I'll have something else behind it, maybe just a bit of something, maybe just a piece of washi tape, maybe. I just think it needs something, maybe, let's go for one of these. Let's tear out a couple of them. Different colour flowers so they're not all the yellow ones. I'm going to tear around it a bit. And then I'm going to stick that on that edge. Like that. I'm going to stick that on there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I want it a bit more over. Yeah, like that. That's fine. Okay, so you might have to wait for 3 hours while I try and peel the back off this. If I can try and hold it, it'd be better. So, it's one of those, you never know whether to peel the back off or the front off. So, talk amongst yourselves while I try and attempt to peel a sticker apart. Oh, I've done it. I've just caught something underneath it though now. I just need to get rid of that. The thing, that bit of flotsam that came off my finger. Should I stick it there? It looks like I'm going to have to because it's kind of committed. So, there we go. Okay, cool. So, okay, background. I need something in the back because I'm not happy with that. So maybe a bit of... There's a duck on there. There's a castle on the other side. Maybe something like that in the background. Just because I don't like the fact that it's not double-sided. Yeah, let's cut this down. I'm going to take this bottom edge off it because it's got no text on it basically. And what I'm going to do is let me take this off first and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Take that bit off. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it on like that, I'm going to glue it down, and then I'm going to cut that bit off. So, and then I can decorate the back a bit more. I mean, like, the back's not so, I don't have to worry so much, because it's going to have things in front of it. But what am I doing? Just put some glue on it, Dave. That's what you need to do. What shall I use? I'll use stick glue. Stick glue, where are you? You see, if it was Yoo-hoo, I'd be able to call it, wouldn't I? Yoo-hoo. Was that? I don't know. My mum always used to say, called it Yoo-hoo when she was greeting, when she walked into somebody's house. When she let herself into other people's houses, that sounds like she was a criminal. She wasn't. She we used to go and see my auntie. My auntie just had a kind of an open door policy. Anybody came in, like letting someone in. In fact, it was really lovely. As growing up as a child, I loved it because people just came and visited, and I kind of thought that's what adult life was like. People would just drop in on each other, and people have coffee with each other all the time. And then, of course, I grew up, and my life isn't like that. I rarely see anybody for coffee, and it's a massive orchestration to do when I do. So I'd like to just have somebody to meet for coffee, just to be able to talk away the misery. So, but I guess loneliness is a big thing. It's on the rise these days, so lots of people feeling lonely. But obviously it's because of the circumstances, isn't it? So don't even know what time it is. I feel like I've been going for 5 hours, and you probably feel like I've been going for 5 hours, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's only half an hour. It feels. I think because my brain is kind of over processing things, I think it feels longer because of that. I'll put that on there, I think. Where's my glue bug? Yeah, definitely a day of over processing today. So, but it's all part of my mental health, and and I guess it's better for me to be talking about it and telling you how I feel than not telling you how I feel and bottling it up. And it's not that I bottle it up, it's just that I don't have anybody to tell normally. The dog doesn't seem to be very interested anymore. So he's only interested in going for a walk or being fed, or is it time for him to get fussed? So, but I'm glad of having him around. I'd definitely gone stir crazy otherwise. And I don't mean during lockdown, I mean during life. Because what you've experienced in lockdown, I know I've said this before, but what you've experienced in lockdown is what I experience from life. So your lockdown is my life. So I can't get that off my finger. There you go, it's gone. When I said I can't, I obviously mean I can. I want that just in there. But the thing is, it's going to be covered. Most of the time, it's going to have something in it. Maybe I'll just put that on a tag. I have a tag here. Maybe that's not big enough. No, it's not. I did buy myself some of these. It's not that you need to buy Tim Holtz. I just bought them because I wanted them. I bet this is going to be too big now, isn't it? Yes. That's giant, Dave. So I was curious to see whether Tim Holtz tags were any better or worse than anybody else's. Oh, that's alright, that fits nicely. That's about the right sort of size. But it appears that other than having a very pronounced, you can see that, very pronounced strengthener thing, what are they called? Reinforcer. they're not not much different. I don't know whether you could actually see. I've just seen that on the screen, and you couldn't really tell. Yeah, I'm going to put that on a tag. I think I might have it so that, let's see, it needs to come so that you can still see it. So it needs to be fairly high up, so about there. So we need to ground it. I can't just have it floating in midair. So what we'll do is we'll have a bit of paper on. A bit of paper on, or a bit of paper on. Let's get rid of that raw edge. I mean, these have all been coffee dyed, but it doesn't seem to kind of penetrate. It leaves like a white core down it. Don't know why. Don't know why that is. I don't know. Don't ask me. I think I want a bit of a lighter coloured paper. Bit of lighter coloured book paper, not that really dark stuff that I normally use. Let's use that. I always think that any of the people watching that like don't craft are probably going, "Oh, he's ripping books up." Yes, I am. I don't. You know something? I don't know where my tear rule. Oh, I've seen it. Brian obviously had it last because it's over there. So if we can reach it without. Oh, there you go. See, everything crash. Everything's just fallen off. I think it's. Don't think it's flat anymore. Don't know what's going on with it. It's on a wonk. So yes, well, it's one of those things, isn't it? Where do I fit in the world? What is my purpose? That's what I'm struggling with at the minute. So try not to over-process it, because that makes my brain worse. The over-processing. So if I put that on there, and maybe have right, I want that straight edge. Thing is, all the text is this side. Well, it would be because we write from left to right now. So turn that down there. So I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to tear it so that it's a bit more interesting. He's going to tear it to make it a bit more interesting, but he can't actually decide how to tear it. So I'll stick that down there. The only thing about that pronounced thing is because it sticks out. I guess it's for mixed media stuff, really, this tag. I'm not a mixed media artist, though. So if we kind of sit it like that, yeah, that'll do. I'm happy with that. Get my glue book out, maybe change the page because it's getting a bit sticky. Yeah, this way around. And I also feel like I always put myself under pressure to entertain and, like, you know, be uber talkative and funny, and sometimes I just can't. So, you know, I'm not a performing seal. I'm definitely not a performing seal. Although I'd probably have the same amount of blubber as a performing seal, so that's one other thing I can't wait for, is like when my Slimming World group starts again, because it means that I can go back and continue losing some weight. I might have I don't think I want to cover that. Right, I'm going to stick this on first. Stop messing, Dave. Where's the glue book? Stop putting it out to shot again. Put this on here. And then I'll also go through the whole thing of taking things seriously. So, I mean, like, I always take things seriously anyway, but like when people jest with me or say something, you know, that could be taken unkind, but you don't take it unkindly because there's somebody you know. And then when my brain's like this, I do kind of take it that way. So it's all I can say is don't have a brain like mine. So what am I doing? I was going to put a word on there, wasn't I? Well, you don't know I was going to put a word on there, but I'm telling you I was going to put a word on there. Labels. I don't know whether labels is the right thing. No, I think these are just labels, although there is... These are mine. Mine! They're mine! Get off! No, I mean, these are ones that I've done. Gobbledygook jargon. I'll to put that down there. It doesn't really fit, though. That's not gobbledygook and jargon. Now, you see, that's because my brain's over-processing, because I'd be like, I don't care, it doesn't have to fit. But catch sight of a spy. Catch sight of. I could ground that on there. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, that's fine. I'll stick that on there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this up a bit. Get all the stuff off my sticky scissors. So maybe cut this down a little bit more. Don't want to cut it down. Well, you've cut into it now, Dave. You've committed, so you've got to do something. I'm going to cut this bit, this edge off a bit. Oh, Dave, you could have cut a straighter line. Or maybe not. Oh well, it all adds to the ambiance of the situation. That's not the right word either. All adds to the aesthetics. Don't even know whether that's the right word. My brain's not processing things today. So do that. Put that on there. Yeah, the reason why I said these are mine is because sometimes people say, "Oh, where did you get those words from? Are they like Tracy Fox, or are they, these are all like known crafters that have their own Etsy store?" No, these are ones that I've done, and therefore not available in any store. So I might put that on first, and that can go over the top. Looks like it's going over the top anyway. It's gone completely over the top. So it's quite a pared back thing I'm normally quite busy crafts that I do. So I've been told, which I normally take with a pinch of salt, but today I'm overthinking. So, Worcester's growling at something. Not quite sure what. Somebody outside, I guess. Well, he's not growling. He's barking and then growling. So do I want to try and ink the edges of this, just to kind of make it stand out a bit more. I'm a terribly messy crafter, by the way. Have you noticed? So, if I ever find anyone, they're going to either have to be equally crafty. They can't be equally messy. Otherwise, like the house would be a tip. But they either have to be equally crafty and understand the messiness, or uber tidy and come and tidy things. Although you wouldn't want to see their arms in shot as they're tidying up my desk. That's a cow. Or just have a door on the craft room and just close the door. That's the answer, isn't it? So, although I took the door off because it meant that I had more space. So, it meant I had more space because I could kind of spill out onto the landing as well then. And also, when a door opens inwards into a room and the room's quite small anyway, it just takes up space when you've got it open. I don't like being in rooms with the door closed. The only exception to that is when I'm cold and I have to have the door closed to keep the heat in. But yeah, I'd rather have a door open than closed. I think I'm going to have that, like that. Have it kind of just hanging over a bit and have this, a spy, on top. Yep, I like that. That's good. So I'm going to stick this one down. I'll stick this down with wet glue, I think, because I can be a bit more concentrated in the areas I want it. So, don't know how many tags are going to get done today. In fact, probably just this one, because brain's over processing. I bet you're all thinking, just shut up now, Dave. Just shut up about it. So, but I can't. So tough. Oh, I don't think I need that on there. Bit of extra gubbins. Put that on there. If we have it so it tilts slightly, so it sits either side of that, or sits round that. What are they called? Hole reinforcers. That's it. Put that on there, and then stick this on. So, like I say, I mean, like, you know, I don't know whether anybody's commented, because I don't look at the comments now. Not especially when I mean, it's not easy to see the comments and continue to craft, because I can't do those kind of things together. But equally, it's not good for me, because if I catch sight of somebody saying, "Oh, don't like that," then that would just completely stop the process. So it's not straight, but never mind. Right, I'm going to cut these bits off, otherwise they end up getting bent. I'm going to grunge up the back a bit, because then that covers up all the dirty marks off the table. Yeah, and I'm going to do the edges of here. So still think it might need something just in that space. My brain's saying no, less is more, Dave, but also I'm thinking no, I need to do something. I might just have the slightest tear of something. Yeah, I'm going to stick that on there, just because my brain will say, "You should have done it, Dave, you should have done it." And when I've stuck it down, it'll say, "You shouldn't have done that, Dave." Oh dear. Never mind. You can't win with a brain like mine, so. But when I'm feeling like this, I do normally keep it to myself, because, like I said, I don't have anybody to talk to about it. I mean, I've got Brian I can talk to, obviously, but it's you know, when you're at home on your own, you don't have anybody to talk to. So normally I would keep it in, and I've been quite helpful of other people at the moment. There's a lot of people going through some mental health issues, so I've been supportive of them. So, but I don't tell them that I'm having problems. Because otherwise, I always think that if somebody says, "Oh, I'm not feeling great, my mental health isn't great," and you say, "No, neither's mine," it's almost like you're trying to get one up on them, and I'm not. You know, I'm glad they feel able to talk to me about these things. Where is that? Oh, it's there. I was thinking I might use some of this on it. I'll just put it through. Yeah, I'll do it like this. I'll loop it. There we we go. It's got a bit of fluff, picked up a bit of fluff already. So, no, let me tie it first. I'm going to tie it into a knot at the top, and then cut the waist off it. Otherwise, it makes it really hard to tie. There we go. So there's one for in there. What else? Time I've got. When I get another one done, I might attempt to do this one. I've only got 7 minutes. Is that all I've got? Pressure's on, speed crafting. Do it. What am I going to do? You're not going to get anything done at this rate, Dave. I'm going to try and keep it simple. I did say I would try. I didn't say I would succeed. I'm just saying I'm going to try. I think maybe have a couple of bits of book page at the back, and then have something stuck over the top. Yeah, let's just stick those on, Dave. No, not that. Where's me? So, I'm going to. Which way round did I have that? Oh, it doesn't matter really, does it? Stick that down. I'll stick that on. There. I'm going to have that there, I think. I might ink that one. Ooh. Put that one on there. Put this one on. Put a bit of ink on this. Not too much. I only want to catch the edges. Put that on there. And then I'm going to have a flower on the top of there, which means it'll take me 4 hours to choose one. So, nope, that's not. Won't find any flowers in there, Dave. So, in this one, the flowers, yes. Get back in. Get in. Well, that doesn't stick there very well, does it? Yeah, I'm going to have that on there. That'll do. Hello, you. Worcester's just come in. I'm alright. I'm good. Thank you. I know. Let me move the tripod and then you can get in. That's a good boy. Hello there. Good boy. Thank you. Thank you for checking in on me. I'm alright though. I'm just crafting, Worcester. So, and then once I'm done, we'll go and have some snuggles on the bed, yeah? Because the sun's streaming in through the bedroom window, isn't it? And I know you like to lie on there. So just extra grungying that. I think I'm going to stick that on there, and I think that's it. I might stick it on like that and have a word at the bottom, just to overcomplicate it, like you do. Oh, there we go. Have that a bit further up. Have that on there, like that. That's fine. And then have a word. I just want the one word. What's in here? Maybe journal. Oh, maybe that's the perfect one for today. Imperfection. Perfect. See, you can speedcraft when you have to. So that's another one for in there. And then I'm not sure what else I would have in there. I have to think about that. I'm thinking about. I'm really into having like long tags at the minute, but you know it's probably not a 5-minute craft, is it? So, where do I have any paper? Do I have any paper or card? Right, I've got some paper or card. All right, okay, got a piece of card here. It kind of goes. Doesn't have to be perfect though, does it? It's from YPO. So just going to cut this down. Oh, it matches, coordinates with the cutter. I quite like this bit with this bit out of it. So I'm just going to have a narrow card like that. I'm going to cut the bottom off, and then see if I can get it to do the rounding, and then round the corner if it will do it. Yes, it did. Around that corner. So this is a piece of genuine ephemera. It was a book cover. Somebody's like form book from school. It's just the cover. It was blowing around on the field on a really wet day, and I just thought, I like that. I'm gonna pick that up. So I did. Real found ephemera I like. So I'm going to cut this out on here. And then I think what we need on this is just a long word, so it needs to be fairly long. Oh, they're all falling out now. So these words are by Leone. But I just want a long something, but not too long. Where did the time go? Yeah, that's definitely a case for today, isn't it? I went from going, oh blimey, this is like, in my head I was like, oh, it's taking so long today, and then suddenly it was all over. Dream discovered, create. It'll take me longer to find the right thing to say than it will just never forget your inner sparkle, let it shine. Yes, another perfect thing for today, that. Right, no, none of them. Lucky is a state of mind. Not going to find it, folks, I'm afraid. I don't think this is going to happen right now. Right here. Right now. That's the song that goes through my head now. Okay, don't know. Maybe just that on there. Is that long enough? Too long? Whatever. Might be a little too long. You didn't have anywhere to go to today, did you? Well, the shops are closed now anyway. So, well, the shops were closed anyway, weren't they? Supermarkets weren't. Supermarkets were open. Picture is worth 1,000 words. Right, that's it. I'm not fussing anymore with doing that. I don't know where those words are from, so otherwise I would name check it, but I can't because I don't know where the vault that that whole book has just fallen open, don't you? I'm going to stick that on there, probably on a wonk like that. Not worrying too much about it. Going to have a darker edge to it. What have we got here? Ground espresso. If we can get it out. Come on! Use the same thing. Yeah, that's better. It's darker. Just going to put this, darken this all around the edges. Oh, I don't know whether it's too long. It might be a little bit too long. Kind of wanted it to kind of be a bit balanced. Now that's a little bit. It's going to be like, you know, when like you have a wonky table and you saw off a bit off one of the legs, and then it's still wonky, and then you end up with a coffee table because the legs have got shorter and shorter and shorter. It's like that. So that one there. That's genuine dirt. Put that on there. Maybe. Yeah. I still want it on a wonk. Yeah. Hopefully this glue will come out because I've left the lid off it. So. Oh yeah, that's all right. I'm just going to go down here. Gluey glue. Put that on. Kind of happy about where it is. That's all right. Let's tidy up a little bit. So I didn't get around to decorating them all, clearly. Right, sorry folks, let me just put that on there because otherwise somebody's going to lose something like an eye. And no, let's leave it at that. So I'm going to put that in there. I don't have any string for it. I think I'll find some string or something. I think I'm just going to have that in there like that. So there we go, done. So maybe a little over an hour. Yeah, it was a little over an hour, but never mind. So that's it. So that's a pretty pentagonal pocket. So don't say that after you've had a few gins. So we're done. So in the hour we've made our little pocket here. Okay, I took 5 hours trying to choose that, maybe slight exaggeration. And then made some tags. Another one here. Okay. And then I've made this, which is like a narrow tag wordy thing. This was actually obviously somebody tried to set light to it, and it's genuine ephemera, like I say. So pop them back in there. Okay, put that in there, that in there. There we go. So that's what we've got. So anyway, hopefully you'll make some. They'll make, nice additions to your journals and things. I'm probably going to put that in this. I think I've kind of made enough stuff now, don't you, for this journal. These were ones that I did on a video. They're on my YouTube channel, so you can look at those. That's in like kind of a 3-part process. So yeah, I think I might put that in there. So it's another one for the journal. So I think I've made enough now for that. So anyway, I hope you all have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever time it is with you when you're watching this. This will be posted on my YouTube channel as well afterwards. And I hope you'll make one. But yeah, so this is Dash of Dave, also known as Crafty Moose. I'm signing out for today. You All take care of yourselves, and remember, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. You all have a lovely time. Take care, folks. Sending you lots of kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. Oh, I really need a hug. Anyway, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Bye.